Alrighty, hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic Dino action featuring Gaea's Gift. What a Gaea, Naya Dinos. Oh, I'm excited to bring in this protection spell. I think it may be the best cheap green protection spell at instant speed. Most of them are at instant speed, just so you have the chance to respond to some removal, of course. But this thing, one in a green, putting a counter on something, giving it reach, trample, hexproof, and indestructible. That's a pretty fantastic, versatile package. If you didn't see my mini deck tech video, definitely check it out if and when you get the chance. Otherwise, things are quite a bit different, I would say. We've got Ripjaw Raptor, starting off with that. I'm pretty excited to bring this guy back in. I just really haven't seen mono blue spirits all that much ever. It's been days since I've seen even one. So that's why I've just felt like moving Shifting Ceratops to the side. Bringing Ripjaw Raptor to fantastically deter a lot of aggression, and we certainly saw a lot of aggressive decks last night, leading me to bringing in Trapjaw Tyrant, starting off with this fantastic body right here. Gwenna, still have that in. Whenever we cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a counter on Gwenna and untap it. I think we have a decent amount with Trapjaw, Carnage Tyrant, Ghalta. Probably need to up that a little bit. Tomorrow night, I'll tweak something I think that plays a little bit more into this. But at the very least, of course, it is tapping for 2 mana in any combination of colors, which is definitely going to be welcome, helping to fix whatever we need. Potentially helping to cast Trapjaw Tyrant. Mana base wise, nothing too fancy, 21 at the moment. Got those Unclaimed Territories and Secluded Courtyards to tap for a mana of any color for a dinosaur. Quite consistent that way still. The single planes if we want to grab it with Topiary and Thunderherd. Not a whole lot of interaction to start off with. Nothing that can ping Trapjaw Tyrant other than Marauding Raptor, of course. The main idea is just kind of have a bunch of good bodies, have Trapjaw. They'll never want to attack. If they do attack, it's just going to be lights out on any chances they had. Maybe we attack in with Trapjaw to do a bunch of damage. They combine to block. And then we slap Gaea's Gift on Trapjaw. It survives all that stuff. We take out maybe a few things, plus something else big with its trigger of Enrage being dealt damage. We just run away with things from that point on. Same Ghalta, because we are stalling. We'll see this, I hope. And the Queen usually gets it done if Trapjaw Tyrant hasn't, exiling everything. Other than that, sideboard, pretty similar. Back to nature to destroy those pesky enchantments. Yorion, Fires of Invention, whatever it is. I think this still has to stay in. Although people are probably going to be trying a lot of different Brothers War stuff, I would imagine. Kinjali Sunwing. I was starting off with Kinjalis to slow down some of that aggressive stuff. Maybe Kinjalis just simply isn't needed. If this is slowing down, kind of helping to deal with creature-based decks, if Trapjaw Tyrant simply makes those creatures disappear, perhaps I can, kind of completely switch Kinjalis for that and cut Kinjalis out of the sideboard. Absolutely. It would be nice to free up some space, but I think I'll still keep it in, just for now. Inscription of Abundance. Now this is a way we can get more Enrage triggers on Trapjaw, or possibly Ripjaw Raptor. I think kind of leaning more into Enrage. Just Trapjaw Tyrant, whenever it's dealt damage, getting a benefit there, pretty good, but on the off chance we want to gain even more benefit from Enrage, Ripjaw. Combining those two, potentially ranging Raptors. Whenever it's dealt damage, we search for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Usually it's been Ripjaw here and ranging. I like to have a decent amount of enraged dinos. Usually not just one play set of a specific creature. And then again, shifting there, when and if we face mono blue or something control related. But I'm excited. 4 copies, let's go. No fear. No limits. No excuses. Let's get her done. Oh boy. Raging Trapjaw. That might be my updated variation for tomorrow night. Hopefully everyone's doing well. It's almost the weekend. Oh boy. Who's the first poor unfortunate soul that's gonna see all those different animations, different instances of Trapjaw Tyrant snapping up their creatures if it wasn't already going to feel bad? Seeing that happen is going to make any opponent think twice, maybe conceding on the spot when they see it just keep everything disappearing. Grimace. Grimace is a Sesame Street character, I think. Ooh, oh, beautiful, beautiful hand. Well, not exactly. We have 2 copies of Ghalta, a legendary creature. Potentially could have sent this to the bottom, but we got our Rootbound Crag, we got 3 lands, Marauding, Gaia's Gift, maybe to protect Marauding Raptor. I imagine it's probably going to be targeted. We'd have to wait until turn 4 to have 2 extra to protect Marauding. That is one of the slight drawbacks. Some of the other green protection spells do cost just 1 green. So, we'll hope Marauding is safe. For a turn at least. Ooh, that is actually quite nice. I love it. I think there's probably a pretty good chance they're going to want to hit or deal with one of those. Hopefully we get some other Dino next turn. Another Marauding, a third one, would allow us to go Ghalta, buffing both that we have out. We've got Yorion. I don't know, hard to say. I would imagine it's Fires of Invention with the lands that we've seen so far. 4-color elementals, something like that. Definitely, I could see that happening. Well, we'll do a bunch of damage to them. Well, at least 2. Chip away. Of course, I'm going to save Gaia's Gift if and when they do try to do something to one of them. A sweeper or something could be coming down, unfortunately. Omnath. Well, he is pretty darn good. Where's that Fabled Passage? At least it wasn't Fabled Passage. Omnath getting its second ability. 2 lands entering the battlefield, super duper ramping, adding 4 there, plus the land, the basic land that would have come into play untapped. Hard to come back from that. Ooh. Would have been nice to save Huntmaster, unfortunately. Gonna have to hold off on things. Nuts. If we get a 6 land next turn, we would be able to go Ghalta. Although we could slap Gaia's Gift on Marauding just to increase the total power with that +1/+1 counter. Maybe 1 Marauding blocks Omnath to save us taking some damage and then unlock the chance for the Queen next turn. Oh, they got Ultimatum, I believe. Risen Reef. Oh. So it does look kind of like elementals, beast elementals, something nasty. Lots of enter the battlefield effects, lands, creatures. Definitely playing off Yorion here, bouncing all the stuff that already gained value and gaining even more. You know what, I'm gonna not block. I want to save Gaia's Gift, just in case. Oh, phew, we got it. Lucky. They can't take out Marauding, which is quite nice. They don't have too many things in hand, but it could get quite bad. They've got the World Tree, which I think they can sacrifice. Ah yes, Genesis Ultimatum. I expected something like that. Hopefully it's not too nasty, the number of, or the permanents that they get. Looking at the top 5, putting any number of permanents from Ugin actually is pretty good. That's not bad whatsoever. One of Ugin's abilities, minus X. Exile each permanent with mana value X or less. Well, Ghalta has a mana value of 12, so Ugin's never going to be able to exile her, which is quite nice. They might have some spell enchantment that could take Ghalta out. If that's not the case, Ugin is, well, its days is numbered. Uh-oh. Ouch. Well, we're not quite dead yet. I mean, it is pretty good. It is pretty good, I will say. And because I was exile the entire board, it's not targeting anything. Gaea's Gift wouldn't have been able to save the Marauding Raptors, unfortunately. Hexproof or indestructible. Exiling effects do get around that if they can somehow just target the whole board a blanket wide. Nuts. I mean, it is a lot of damage with Ghalta. It's not really enough. Well, we'll play Huntmaster. Attack with the Queen. See what they do. Definitely nice to take out Ghalta. Force. Doesn't exactly matter now that... Well, we could play the second copy. I'm going to play the second copy. Technically, giving it vigilance, so might as well. Now we have something that can block Omnath. We might go down to 1. 4 from Yorion, 1 from the Rejuvenator here, and 2 more from the Risen Reefs. Those things cause me grief. Some sort of sweeper would be quite nice. Something that deals 4 damage at the very least. 5. Burn down the house, take out Yorion, Golos, and everything else. As long as we get the Queen, I mean, she's quite safe. Hopefully we get something other than a land next turn, but pretty good chance that's going to be it. For this game, at least. It's not too bad. It's another Golos. Don't see us busting through this. Yeah, no, we're just going to keep doing painful things. Alright. I could see myself bringing in Kanjali Sunwing. Sometimes they do barf a lot of creatures. Especially if Yorion bounces a bunch of things. If they're all tapped, they might be pretty open. Open enough for a lethal swing afterwards. But still, I'm liking the Trapjaw. Exile all the big stuff. Yorion, Omnath. Whatever needs to... well, be disappeared. Hopefully, for quite some time. Definitely does feel nice. It feels right having some protection for Trapjaw. He's probably public enemy number 1, even if we exile 1 creature, but get up to 2 or 3. Definitely, I would feel scared that they're going to use some sort of removal on that. Nothing really enchantment related. I was thinking it was Fires of Invention, playing stuff for free with that enchantment. I'm not bringing him back to nature. Decent amount of creatures with Ripjaw. Yeah, I want to keep that. Carnage Tyrant, kind of nice, but not a whole lot of targeting things, just mostly ramping with elementals, other creatures, Omnaths, and just ramping to an Ugin, basically. The painful planeswalker. Shifting? Possibly. I think I'll still keep Gaia's Gift in. I'll keep things as is. Hope to go a little bit faster, but if they have some interaction, well, they'll definitely be bringing it in, so Gaia's Gift might be extra useful for some of the painful things they might try to do or potentially might have done, but we just didn't see it, luckily, in that first game, and this hand is not going to do it. One land. Yeah. Ooh, another oneer. Okay, there it is. We found it. Finally. Phew. Certainly Jetmir's Garden to start. Don't have a turn 1 play. Probably gonna be safe with Thunderherd Migration next turn. Ooh, that is nice. Well, Unclaimed it is instead. If we don't have to take 2 damage and have Stomping Ground come into play untapped, we might as well not. Certainly we're nicely safe with our sources of white, Unclaimed, and Jetmir's there, so we don't need to grab that plains. Potentially could cut the plains completely. I think it still would be consistent enough with Jetmir's, Unclaimed Territory, and Secluded Courtyard all getting us exactly what we need. Now it's got to be tapped. Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1. Hold on a second there. That was close. The auto tapper almost messed us up, leaving that forest untapped. That is not a source of red, so we wouldn't have been able to play Marauding Raptor there. Always gotta just check, see what it's about to do. Painful. At least they couldn't do a whole lot. I mean, we're not doing a whole lot right now, unfortunately. Nuts. It really does hurt being down 2 cards. That's how it goes sometimes. Nothing you... Ooh. Yikes. At least it wasn't a Fabled Passage. Oh, this Arboreal Grazer, I think, is going to get him another land. Oh, cut. How's it going? It's going okay so far. Didn't really get much of anything against Yorion, Elemental, Ugin Super Ramp. Very painful stuff. Couldn't bust through as fast as I was hoping to. Victor, how's it going? Alright, well, we'll attack with Marauding at this point. It is 4 power, so whatever blocks it does die, which is pretty nice. At least we take out something. And we hope for Ghalta next turn, maybe. But bad things could happen this turn. Oh, just 1 land. I feel very fortunate. I do not. At least we do get to play Huntmaster next turn. Yeah, that is, that's not nothing. Huntmaster and Gwenna. Maybe, we draw some Dino that has a power of 5. Gwenna's gonna super ramp, get bigger and bigger with, well, that's okay. Anger of the Gods. I guess that's how it goes. But we got a good body. I just wish Ripjaw was out when they were playing Anger of the Gods. That would have been nice. We stop Omnath from attacking, which is pretty good. They are up to... Oh, I thought they were gaining some life there. Okay. I'm just going to attack with Ripjaw, see what we draw. Either way, we were probably dead. See if Yorion wanted to block, but... yeah. Ouch. Yeah, this was pretty painful, having to mulligan both. Nope, that's not going to do it. Yeah. Can't always start off strong every night. You never know what's going to happen live. That is the fantastic thing. At least you always know you're going to get some pretty fantastic chill music. I do like the playlist that I curated. Mostly calming stuff, similar to what I was playing before. Not as much heavy things. I'll play some heavy stuff here and there, but I do like mostly relaxing. Set the mood. Maybe some intense stuff if the situation makes sense. Pablo Tokyo. No idea. I read something, I think. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Fantastic hand. We got 4 lands, don't have to mulligan. Play for turn 2, 3, 4. That's exactly what I... Okay. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Pretty hard to get around that. Thunderherd Migration is getting discarded. I would have expected Thunderherd Migration. Huh. Well, that was a mistake on their part, fortunately. We have 2 Unclaimed Territories as our 2 sources of white, so again, we don't need to grab that plains. Goreclaw, Kiora, oh, absolutely. That'd be right up my alley. Haven't done it as much as I'd like. I think I will at some point, though. Yeah, we'll see about it. We'll get this Ripjaw, though. Hopefully it survives. It would deter the aggression from Phyrexian Dragon Engine at the very least. Cross your fingers they can't kill it. Yeah, Goreclaw, Garruk's Uprising. Oh boy, that's not good. This might not be good. They could get Mishra lost to Phyrexia. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty, to say the least. All right. Well, Thunderherd Migration. We'll ramp. We'll be at 6. We'll be at more than 6 next turn. We will be able to nicely go Carnage Tyrant and hopefully deter some of the stuff they were wanting to do. Oh, never expected it to happen, Cut. Yes. Oh, I know. Alright. I guess they'll both attack, meld into this creature that I've never seen. Mishra. Lost friend. Oh, this is some scary stuff right here. Okay, it melds into a bigger creature. I thought maybe it would happen afterwards. I guess we're dead. Discard what? We discard 2 cards and... Ah, okay. Well, I'm not playing that anymore. Guess I know what I have to kill. Inscription of Abundance is coming in. Guaranteed, 100%. No question. What to cut is the other question. Gaia's Gift, I could see it being pretty good. I imagine they have some amount of removal, but we absolutely need... You know what, I'm going to cut Huntmaster. Could die easily too, their fatal pushes and stuff. But yeah, going back to that, Goreclaw, I think it would be fantastic. At least adding 1 copy even normally in a list like this, there's lots of creatures at 4 power or more. I'd be quite happy with it. Maybe tomorrow night I'll add in a single copy of Goreclaw, Kiora. Of course, it ramps and it draws you cards. A fantastic package indeed. I'm wondering about keeping this. We at least get to Topiary. It's not fast by any means. I think there's a pretty good chance if we had something for 2, it would go anyways to Thoughtseize. Certainly Topiary Stomper is gonna... Oh, Not kick the bucket. Okay. Okay, we're ramping nicely. We will get to 5 on turn 4 for Regisaur. That is positive. And they haven't done a whole lot. Maybe they have removal for the creature we play. Of course, it doesn't matter. We've already got the benefit from Topiary. It's expensive. 3 to search for a basic land. But that's okay. Oh, waste it. Good. Exciting stuff. They definitely should have saved that. 100%. I like it. Hopefully no Thoughtseize to get rid of Regisaur, of course. At least they don't have a Thoughtseize. If they did, I imagine they would have used it already. Very good aggression, though. You know what? I'm going to go Topiary. We'll get to 6. We have 2 left over for Gaea's Gift. We'll get to 7 next turn with Secluded Courtyard. Being able to attack with Topiary Stomper there. We'll be at 7. Regisaur for... Oh. Obliterating Bolt. Gaea's Gift it is. We got a second copy. Lovely. New sleeves, yes. Having this was from Everything is Left-Handed Secret Lair. I bought the code for the 5 different sleeves from that secret lair on eBay, which was pretty cheap. A couple bucks. And I got this lovely looking sleeve right there. Alright. Regisaur it is. Look at this. Boom. Absolutely excellent. I think that's working out. Now we'll attack with everything. See who blocks what. Of course, combining blocking doesn't take out Topiary. Right there. You see how lovely Gaea's Gift was. You just have to hope they don't get the Dragon Engine Mishra combination. That thing was scary. Of course, Shieldred, if she blocks Topiary Stomper, we can take Shieldred out. Oh, I wonder what we're going to do. Yeah, you just buy a code on eBay. They send it to your eBay email, and yeah, that's about it. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. That is nice for the ramp. We'll stick with Regisaur, though. See what Shieldred blocks. Nah, it can't be a token. It has to be something that would get to 5 power to take out Shieldred and not die, because it's going to have Indestructible. Oh, I guess we just killed him. Yeah, we had enough damage. All right, we got the job done. And definitely I would recommend that. Anybody's looking for some cool sleeves, codes, pre-release codes for Magic the Gathering Arena. Decently cheap, depending what ones you get. But yeah, they just send the code to you in your eBay email or just your regular email. Yeah, it was... Yeah. Math is for blockers, not attackers, though. Yes. Ooh. Oh boy, folks. We gotta cross our fingers they don't have Thoughtseize to make us discard Marauding Raptor. We got the package of packages here. The namesake. Everything oh, and another one. The very exciting stuff is about to happen. I didn't see the Math is for Blockers Game Nights episode, no. Thoughtseize. Marauding Raptor is going down. Ouch. I think we'll still get to 5 for Trapjaw or Regisaur. Hopefully. Gaea's Gift like Tamio's Heaven? Yes, but I think it is even better. Much better. Oh, there's an inscription. Okay, we're getting there. Something. A Bear Commander. Oh, okay. I think I know that one. I heard of it. But yeah, our lovely Tamio Safekeeping, Gaea's Gift, tops it, I feel. We have something Hexproof Reach, Indestructible, trample, and a 1/1 counter. I think it's worth it to pay that extra 1. Tameos cost 1 green, there's Snakeskin Veil, various other things, and we're probably dead here though. Yeah. Phyrexian Dragon Engine hitting us for 8 is not a pretty sight. Well, we have nothing to play. That's how it goes. Especially if, you're going second against a deck like this that can have some pretty fantastic aggression. Yeah. Gave her a shot. Didn't quite get there, but we took a game from him. So you always got to look on the positive side of things. And you got to play a bunch. Maybe you lose a couple. Doesn't matter how you would have drawn, you still would have lost. You got to get as big a sample size. Play a variation as much as you can stomach just to get yourself the best idea possible. Figure out the best changes going forward. Ugh, that's not going to do it. Another 1 lander. Oh, much better. I mean, I am seeing this Jace avatar. I'm thinking control. Carnage Tyrant might be nice to keep, but it is the costliest thing. Send it to the bottom. Aha. Azorius. It is. I should have known. Imagine they have a sensor. Hopefully that's not the case, but we still would be able to go Topiary Stomper next turn. Oh, they don't have a counter spell. Well, we don't need the planes. We do need a source of red for Huntmaster. Got to keep that in mind. Huntmaster plus Topiary Stomper next turn. I think especially because it didn't pause there for a second whatsoever. I don't think they had anything they could have done. Hopefully. They'll either counter this or Topiary, I imagine. Okay, yeah, I figure they got a counter spell for Topiary. I'm not going to play him. I could go Topiary plus Ripjaw next turn, or I could protect Huntmaster with Gaea's Gift. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A counter spell or March of Otherworldly Light. Nah, I don't think it's worth saving Huntmaster. Mess with their head, make them think we have some way to save something, which is the case. Right. We're at 5 lands, which does feel pretty good. We can play Regisaur Alpha, Trapjaw Tyrant, which won't be too good again. There's that counter spell. All but certain. Teferi Temporal. Our first time seeing this new version of Teferi from Brothers War. Whenever they draw a card, put a loyalty counter on him. He doesn't have any loyalty abilities that increase it. -2, create a spirit, vigilance. Whenever they draw, oh, that's going to be nasty. That blue spirit is going to be very problematic. Unfortunately, we're stuck on 5 with a bunch of Ripjaws. Against a deck like this, you can see how maybe Ripjaw isn't the best thing to start with, but I don't think Azorius control is common enough to worry about. Worth it starting off with Ripjaw, even for the times this happens, and that's probably going to be it. We're certainly bringing in Shifting Ceratops next game, though. That thing's just going to get too big. Well, we'll play another one. Try and take out one of these Teferis. Maybe they have I think they had a counter spell for that. Something. Some sort of removal. We got something up our sleeve. probably counter this, I think. Dovin's Veto or... Ah, interesting. That Spirit has to block to save that Teferi, but oh, it does. Okay. So we draw a card. We still deal a little bit of damage to it, which is pretty nice. They could easily have a sweeper. It's going to be kind of painful. I would imagine having 2 Ripjaws, even though they're not so scary against this deck, would draw out that Supreme Verdict, whatever it is. But yeah, Victor, I was quite surprised that got through. Seeing them have 2 mana untapped, one of those blue, I expected Gaia's Gift to get countered. Imrith. Interesting. I guess they don't have a sweeper. It doesn't make sense that they're playing these creatures and then they'll just destroy everything in a turn or 2. So it might actually be pretty safe. Maybe it's just a lot of... Oh, all 4 Ripjaw Raptors. My goodness. That's crazy. Certainly we'll attack with the Ripjaw that's a 5/6. Not the one that's a 4 or 5. Imrith would block that. I guess Teferi is going to use his ability to phase out the Ripjaw. Actually, it's -3. Okay, so we're safe for a turn. Good stuff. So we do get to take out this Spirit quite nicely. I kind of like this. We're drawing a bunch of cards, not exactly stuff we need. Of course, Jetmir's Garden. We'll see if we can get something. Ooh, the Queen. Exciting stuff. We certainly didn't need that other land. Needed something a little bit different than these Ripjaws. Oh, it's Teferi Tribal. My oh my. This is insane. I wish I had something that destroyed Planeswalkers. Star of Extinction would do the trick. 5 and 2 red. 20 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. And you'd destroy land. Of course, if they have any mana up and a counter spell guaranteed, they're going to stop that. But we might be able to get kind of sneaky. Draw out a counter spell, make them tap out, and then play that Star of Extinction, which we do have enough for at the moment. Try Fairy. 4 Fairy if they get a 4th one. I bet they have at least 4 different versions of him. Oh, this is nasty. I'm crying blue tears for this mostly blue, big time blue, Azorius Teferi Tribal. There are some various cards that care about having a Teferi Planeswalker. They're probably not too good for the deck, but we'll see if they drop them. That's okay. We got a clue, and we got 2 Ghaltas. Wow, this is a very interesting turn of events right here. Yes, definitely Pablo shifting Ceratops big time. Would do the trick. Pop the clue. You know what? I'm going to pop the clue and see what we get. I still could try for Ghalta. Oh, wow. Folks. It's got to happen at least sometimes. If I'm playing this every single day, at least 15 matches, you're going to run into interesting scenarios here. Oh, counter it. I hope you don't. I only have 1 copy in my deck. Nuts. If that doesn't draw out a sweeper, I don't know what is. But again, like I say, I don't expect to have it in. We'll try swinging with these Ripjaws. Chances are we're dead with the amount of Teferis they have. Making a Spirit, Imrith, taking out a Ripjaw. Yeah, And seeing 2 copies of the Queen back to back to back, I can all but guarantee it will be quite a bit different than this. Of course, we're going to be cutting Ripjaw for next game, so we won't even see that. Shifting, we would have flown right past Imrith and the Spirit. They're blue, they can't block it. Yeah, no, that's I don't think I'm even going to bother trying with that one. Draw 2 cards, not bad, yes. Trapjaw Tyrant does feel pretty good. Exiling that Spirit token when it's dealt damage, that token just immediately disappears. Don't have to worry about it whatsoever. Of course, switch Ripjaw with shifting. Again, like I say, after last night, all the aggressive decks that I faced does feel pretty right. Just start off with it. And it's nice to have this as backup. And shifting is 5 power. It does synergize with Gwenna there, wanting us to cast a creature with power 5 or greater, which maybe means I should start off with shifting because I'm using this. I actually have 2 copies of Gwenna because I think it has some very fantastic potential. Possibly playing shifting Ceratops for free. Tapping for 2, untapping itself. And if shifting only costs 2, we're off to the races there. But not a whole lot of creatures. Maybe Kinjali Sunwing, having whatever they drop enter the battlefield tapped. Although I think they might have sweepers in the sideboard. We're going to have to keep an eye on. Of course, Gaia's Gift, giving indestructible to something, is going to be quite satisfying. Inscription, maybe to fight stuff. Again, lots of counter spells. We'll leave it like that. Hope for the best. Hope for Trapjaw to clear the way out of any creatures they happen to drop. And definitely hope for that shifting. Well, it's not shifting Ceratops, but it's decently rampy again. Could be a lot worse than that. We're at least at 3. We get to Topiary Stomper, and we hope they don't have Censor. That would be quite painful. Oh, never mind. We got Huntmaster. Of course, we went first, so we safely get to go that thing. If they want to remove them or do anything, they'd be somewhat tapped out. And oh, well, I know what I'm doing. Just a guess. And hope they don't have white base removal for shifting. They don't. Good. Alright. I was worried about that. If we get a land next turn, we can go Topiary plus. Oh, well, we'll just go another shifting. That's what I like to do. I don't know about you. Much better than Ripjaw. Sweeper. Dead. Oof. Good stuff. Nuts. That is the power of Huntmaster. If people tell you, oh, you shouldn't use Huntmaster, I've played Dino decks a lot, don't use Huntmaster because Marauding Raptor kills it. We have both in the list. Did we see Marauding? No. We saw Huntmaster though, and that is what happens when you play Huntmaster. You just win. Lights out. I just wanted to play the Queen because that's how you do it. Nuts is right. If you don't stop Huntmaster, there could be a very good chance you're dead. Of course, Huntmaster dies to so much. Portable Hole, March of Otherworldly Light for cheap, Fatal Push, Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant. But it's a risk I've always been willing to take, especially when it pays off like that. I'll keep it as is, hope for the best. Possibly could have cut Trapjaw Tyrant. Maybe switching it out just for something other than that. Watch me face another Azorius Control after this. It'll be the night of Azorius Control after having not faced it for a long time. Back-to-back Mono Blue Spirits matchups after this, maybe. Excuse me, then I'm really going to be crying. Not starting off with shifting. Game 1, at least. Sensor? No sensor? I'm going to try it. No sensor, but white base removal. Hey, it's one less fateful absence that is going to be used on shifting Ceratops. So you always got to look at the positive. It was a risk worth taking, I feel. If it paid off, it would have really paid off. Let's see. It is definitely nice having their white base removal get used on something other than shifting. Increase the chances of this thing surviving. Again, well, if I didn't have 3 lands, maybe I would have played it safe, but we're able to go shifting. They can't counter it. Possibly with the clue, I could have sacrificed that to dig closer for a 5th land, along with playing, well, Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, yikes. Yeah. It is definitely the better aggro card, for sure. Yeah, no. Hopefully no counterspell. Ooh. They got something. Sensor. They drew a sensor just recently. Okay, good. March for the Worldly Light for a single white to get rid of that token. Maybe not. Oh, I've never played against this deck before. Again, a token has a mana value of 0, so they don't have to pay anything 4x. It's just a super efficient 1 white, instant speed, exile, tokens gone. Oh yeah. Which I have been seeing quite a bit. Gruul aggro, Essica's Chariot in Gruul. Maybe it's more mid-range, those lists, but they've been cropping up quite a bit. At least this opponent is untapped, and we're going to be taking out this guy. I don't like. Perhaps Skyclave and the Spirit double block, but just kill him. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking still it's probably better to start with shifting. Ooh, we got Ghalta. I like it. Trapjaw plus Ghalta. Also pretty good. Decent. Boom. Oof, Ghalta, Victor, yes. Shifting Ceratops is just worst case scenario. Shifting is always good. Trample, reach, haste, exactly. I agree with you 100% there. Maybe that was part of the thing that was holding me back, starting off with Ripjaw Raptor for so many years. It's crazy to say that. Years I would start off with Ripjaw. And then now, for quite some time, starting off with shifting for game 1. I think that kind of turned the corner a little bit. Hopefully we get them. Hopefully they don't have that sweeper, but it definitely felt like it's more creature based. Borrowed time, but it certainly is borrowed time. I still think we might have them. They can only do something for 2, and they can't attack with Imrith. Limrith? I think that's an L. It's hard to tell. I, L, they both look the same, depending on the font. Let me see. Limrith. Yeah. Board time too slow. March away. Let's hope for Oh, it is a Dino. Well, Marauding Dong. Dead. Pop the clue, see what we get. Maybe another Dino for 2 as it's Trapjaw, which is good. Hopefully they don't have something for 1. Boom. Good stuff. Definitely great to beat the fairy. Borrowed time. They didn't borrow enough time to get the job done. Maybe if they had 2 borrowed times. They have the fairy who is all about time, plus borrowed time, and it's still not enough to survive the onslaught of that. I'll keep it as is, even though, yeah. Shifting instead of Ripjaw. Have Ripjaw on the side, just in case we face those very aggressive-less mono-white humans. I've seen that quite a bit. Ripjaw would probably be pretty decent, deterring some of their aggression. I don't know, hard to say, Pablo. Definitely. I love the consistency of Gruul, but if the thing you're splashing for is a Dino, you've got Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory, and I really haven't noticed consistency problems after adding both of those. I definitely knew it would help. Yeah, oh, big time. Just playing Ripjaw simply for Ripjaw. If you don't have Marauding Raptor, maybe it's turn 4. They killed your Marauding Raptor. Our first Rakdos of the night. Yeah, you could imagine they easily killed the Marauding Raptor. You have to play Ripjaw turn 4 with your 4 lands. 4 for a 4/5 that they might just kill. Does not feel good. Not one bit. This hand, though, does feel pretty decent. Starting off with 3 plus Thunderherd. We got our turn 2 play. We got our turn 3 play. We will get to enough for Regisaur Alpha. I still think it's good to keep Ripjaw somewhere in there. Of course, we could have other things for card draw. Shaper's Sanctuary. Single green enchantment. Whenever one of our creatures is targeted by a spell or an opponent, or a spell or ability an opponent controls, we get to draw a card. Yeah, shifting definitely is better because versatile. Doesn't matter what you're facing. It's a lovely thing to slam 4 for a 5/4. Maybe not the greatest rate, but with dinos, you've got the potential for that cost reduction, accelerating out, shifting like you saw game 2. We dropped 1, we dropped another, and boom. This is kind of nasty, though. Ouch. That was not good. Not at all. Well, hopefully Gwenna survives. Damage-based sweepers, yes, Isaac. Anger of the Gods or that new Brotherhood's End to also hit planeswalkers or potentially take out artifacts. Yeah. If I wasn't saving up packs, I definitely would open probably 20 or 30 the Brothers' War. Finish off a playset of Brotherhood's End. Yeah. Portable holes. Nasty, nasty stuff. Taking it out, though. Very satisfying. That I'm not blocking, that's for sure. They got something up their sleeve. I can pretty much guarantee it. Or damage, yeah. Storm's Wrath, creatures and planeswalkers. Alright. We can drop Regisaur, but we are not left with 2 for Gaea's Gift, unfortunately. I'll play it safe. We'll get Topiary down. We'll be left with, well, a little bit extra. Certainly protecting Gwenna is probably going to be a pretty big priority. But I just want to ramp against this deck. I mean, they know we have Gaea's Gift, so they're not going to do a whole lot. I just want to be able to protect Regisaur when I do play it, at least having 2 left over. It is pretty nice though if they have any removal for something. Well, they have to have 2 pieces of removal right now. The new Ixalan, oh, lots of new dinos. Cavern of Souls, similar to Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory. We choose Dino, tap for 1 mana of any color, and the creature we use that mana on can't be countered. Certainly would have helped a little bit against Azorius control previously. Luckily we still got the job done. But Cavern of Souls is always going to be my prediction, my ultimate prediction for something that's going to be reprinted in this upcoming set. About a year from now. Probably a little less than a year. I don't think they've given an exact release date though. I'll be counting down, that's for sure. They're going to have a hard time stopping whatever we are going to do. We drop Regisaur next turn. We've got 2 left over for Gaea's Gift. Oh, Pablo. Reprint. And I bet they're going to have a nice extended art. We don't really need Topiary Stomper to survive. Again, we've got the benefit of getting that basic land. Let them use Fatal Push on that. Maybe they were wanting to draw out that Gaea's Gift. I can certainly see that being a thing. 4, 2... Yeah, Marauding. Less Regisaur. Maybe draw out a little bit more of their removal. Can't protect anything with Gaea's Gift, but I still think this is good. Hopefully Cavern of Souls would be at least a little bit more affordable than it currently is. Very expensive, for good reason, of course. Just hope they don't have another Fatal Push for Marauding. But I feel they have something up their sleeve. I wouldn't mind if the token died to the Soulscar Mage. It's very satisfying to take that thing out. Very surprising to see it, actually. Not usually in a Rakdos list. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think they probably want to take out Gwenna, slow down our ramping, but Regisaur Alpha is probably more problematic. They know a second one is coming next turn. They have to do something quick. Yes, Isaac, Cavern is $50. It was even more than that before it got recently reprinted in Double X Supermasters. I've lost track of how they name this stuff, but yeah, Commander. We swing with everything. Whatever we need to save with Gaea's Gift, that's what we do. Actually, no, it's not. What am I thinking? Well, we still beat him, even though I forgot Gwenna can only be used for creatures. So I should have tapped her first, used to play the second Regisaur. Luckily, it did not matter. Commander. Commander is the bane of anyone else. Oh, this card would be perfect. I want to get a playset for Pioneer. Just a second. It's $50. Actually, no. That is a moderately played or heavily played version. You want a lightly played? That's going to be $60. And there is only 1 copy of it left. And you need 4. Crazy stuff. But this is Rakdos mid-range. Lots of painful things. Certainly I think Ripjaw could be good. They have lots of removal. The Fatal Push, of course, easily enough can take out Ripjaw. Infernal Grasp, I gasp whenever they play that because it is so fantastic. Yeah, we'll switch Ripjaw with shifting. This deck can easily take out something at 4. So you might as well have this, which works for Gwenna to untap her. Yeah. That's going to feel right. Again, maybe cutting Ripjaw completely. Hard to say. I don't see myself playing Commander much. I will play Historic Brawl for you guys. Any of you are interested, I'll fire it up for a night. All good. I do enjoy doing different stuff, for sure, but not on the regular. No, it's just too inconsistent for me. It's too casual for me. Yeah, it's been a little unfortunate. At the very least, technically Arena can be free if you're comfortable playing only a few decks in an Eternal format. It can be pretty budget friendly that way. That's definitely not how the majority of people like to play. Variety is the spice of life for most of us, just not me. Imagine Huntmaster could be dead again. We wouldn't have 2 left over next turn if we wanted to wait. We do have a second copy of Huntmaster though. At the very least, if it draws out a Fatal Push, it's one less Fatal Push that would be used on shifting. Hey, they don't even have a Stomp from Bone Crusher, so this is pretty positive. Yes, I have tried it, Pablo, Shaper's Sanctuary. Pretty good. It is nice to have a turn 1 play. At the moment, I don't have any. So just for that point alone, I've liked it. I guess it's been kind of hit or miss. Liege's End, though, that was not so great. Don't have anything else to play, so that's what it's got to be. Jetmir's Garden. I could see myself maybe replacing Ripjaw Raptor with Shaper's Sanctuary. I don't think I've tried that enough. That particular change. Probably should try it a little bit more at least. Or just maybe some other Dino, some other card that draws card that's not waiting on the opponent to do something to gain the value from Shapers. Even if it's all but guaranteed something is going to happen. Something is going to be targeted. Oh yes, absolutely. You draw it mid-game, you play it. It's not impacting the board whatsoever. The opponent might be in a top deck war or something like that. Kruga. Yes, Pablo, I can see Kruga, actually. Kruga is 5 power, synergizes with Gwenna, untapping her when we tap for mana. Gwenna's 3, lots of stuff is 3. Maybe 2 copies of Kruga. Yeah. Oftentimes I've just tried a single copy. I like that. Kruga would dodge Fatal Push because it does have a mana value of 5. Which is nice. Just going to be a lot of removal this game. Well, there's something you can't remove. Carnage Tyrant. Let's go. Lights out. Hope they don't have Liliana of the Veil to make us sacrifice Carney T. Of course, I always shed a tear when that happens. At least we stop some of their aggression, I hope. Storm the Festival, oh yes. I must agree, Storm the Festival, when I did play it one night, a couple nights, a little bit ago. Yeah, it was fantastic indeed. Storm, Topiary, Ramping. Oh, a lot of good stuff. Question is, will they use removal? Do they have 2 pieces of removal as backup? We're going to find out though. the very least, we should be dealing quite a bit of damage. I don't think so. Well, maybe not this particular list. It's low on the land count, going all in on the dinos, maximizing the cost reduction potential. Hard to say. Some games it may be difficult to get to 7 or 6. I think the initial cost to storm the festival is 6, which we are there right now. That is pretty good. It looks like they only have one piece of removal. If they had to, they might have tried to take out shifting there. Burning Guy's Gift, responding to Guy's Gift with that other piece. Oh, done. Wow. Beautiful. But yeah, I think storm the festival, of course you'd want to flashback it as much as possible, which getting to 10 for the flashback cost is definitely painful. Good stuff, Victor. Yes, yes. Herd Migration Drover, certainly Drover of the Mighty, ramping. If you are going for Storm the Festival, it definitely makes sense. Huntmaster isn't going to help you cast it. Huntmaster and Drover, of course, being permanents, less than 5 are both hits. Definitely I would say Drover is better in a Storm the Festival list. Thunderherd, Drover, Topiary Stomper, possibly Wayward Swordtooth if the land count is high enough, which I expect it would be if you're playing a deck like that. I would say so, Victor. That is a good point. You're changing up the deck maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, mono green ramp. It does lack haste. It's hard to say. The fact that we can get haste with so much stuff. I mean, we got Regisaur Alpha, which is lovely. The Queen. There's basically no deck that is slamming potentially a 12-12 trample haste for 2. Even if it's 4, even if it's 6, that is still a fantastic rate. Pretty darn good. Lots of potential. I think there's way more potential for a dinosaur deck than people realize. Some decks it's pigeonholed. You need to be playing exactly this. There's not a lot of variation. But with this, I think so. Lots to do, lots to test, lots to try, lots to consider. Oh, a fantastic angle. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping cutting the giant Cindermaw, stopping players gaining life, I wouldn't get caught out. I'm finally facing Celestia Angels for the first time in who knows when. But Trapjaw Tyrant to exile their big angels should be pretty good. We got Thunderherd, Topiary. We're going to be going Regisaur Alpha next turn anyways. And we want to increase the total power, potentially to get Ghalta. I'll grab the planes just in case we draw Trapjaw Tyrant next turn. We can exile whatever angel makes the most sense. Adam, how's it going? Giants, Brutal Knight. Sometimes dinos have a very brutal night. Abzan Angels. Let's see that Trapjaw next turn. Let's go. Ooh, it's not Trapjaw. It is Ghalta. Let's see. I'm gonna hope they can't do anything to it. Marauding Raptor being 4 power would trade with whatever blocks. Boom. Should be okay. But yeah, Isaac, going back to your comment, dinos attacking on a different angle, not being tier 1 if they're ever tier 1. Maybe that never happens, but not every deck has to be. They say Mono Blue Spirits is tier 1 or the best deck in the Explorer format. I haven't faced it in days. If some deck is the best, you would expect to face it a little bit more often. Angels versus dinos, yes. A little bit of fiber, winged feathers. Ghalta is going to get that fiber. Lacking. Pablo, that would help the Cindermaw, at least. We do get a ping Ripjaw. I kind of like pinging Ripjaw, saving Gaea's gift to protect somebody. Possibly drawing the Trapjaw Tyrant to X. Oh, double Gaea's gift. That is nice. Well, we're going to be swinging. And we're going to be saving Marauding Raptor, I imagine. Dino's tier. Maybe if I could figure out the right mix, if everything lines up, one day I win the world championship, people start to take dinos a little bit more seriously. Oh, what's this all about? Dinos have haste. Dinos do it all. Which actually brings me back to a Dino Talks episode highlighting all the different things they do. It's very surprising to people. Life gain, shutting down life gain, drawing cards, tons of haste, aggression, creatures entering tapped, exiling creatures, protection from blue. We've got the only creature that starts with protection from blue. Can't be countered. Carnage Tyrant. You name it, we do it. We exile graveyards. Pretty fantastic stuff. Oh yes, Gruul aggro. Very, very scary indeed. I mean, luckily they're at 12 now. That's kind of painful. Ooh. Gwenna kind of interesting. Would have been nice to be at 6. And double Gaea's gift. Let's see. Can we do anything? Now we're going to just attack with all this stuff. See what they do. Maybe letting Marauding Raptor through. Double blocking. We'll save Ghalta. Perhaps they think there's shenanigans up our sleeve, which is technically true. Oh, definitely. Serious tuning. A little pinch of luck. Certainly that's a big thing. If we go second 10 matches in a row, things might not look so good. Definitely. Interesting. Oh, do we have them? Double Gaea's gift on Ghalta to make it 14 power. Giada is stopping 2. Is this it? Oh my goodness, folks. Bing bang boom. Got her done. Exactly. Whew. Well, Isaac, you just said about steamrolling. It wasn't exactly a steamroll. Fortunately, we got it done. Let's go, Alex. Yes, yes, indeed. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I kind of got a good idea. Iterating, experimenting on something finely tuned. I also like bringing in different stuff. I have, again, a great perspective. Hundreds, thousands of matches at this point of little different changes and tweaks. I can see what worked, what didn't work. At least I'm reminded of something that might be good in a certain situation, whether it's historic, explorer, 21 lands, 23 lands, 25, some man lands, not man lands. Yeah. Switch Ripjaw. Bits Angels. What am I thinking? We want shifting Ceratops with the reach. A little bit of interaction does feel good. Gaea's gift, while it did win us the game, we need to potentially be killing their big things with Inscription. I like that. Oh, old school giant growth vibes, Adam. Yes, absolutely. Hard to say. I'm not 100% settled on Storm the Festival. Again, maybe I need to use it a little bit more. It was only for that night or two. I'm definitely not calling it bad, that's for sure. There's a lot of fantastic, lovely hits. Lots of good dinos at 5. Trapjaw Tyrant costs 5, so we could be grabbing that. Oh yeah, definitely could play it on turn 4. I could see Marauding Raptor on turn 2, 2 Drover of the Mighties on turn 3, both for 2 green. Might be nice. 2, 4, 5. Actually, I wouldn't quite do it. 4. Yeah, we could get there. Depending. Go with Topiary, get to 4. We'll be at 5 next turn for Regisaur. I think it's got to be a Plains. Unlock the chance for Trapjaw Tyrant to come down with the Plains and the Secluded Courtyard there. Oh, charging Monstersaur Atom, yes, I would like that. But, Victor, it's hard to say. Again, Drover of the Mighty, tapping for mana. That would have to be in the list. Ooh, it's looking pretty good. Nothing to ping Trapjaw at the moment, but of course, we'll get the Huntmaster, get that cost reduction. Nothing super aggressive. Legion Angel would have killed whatever it blocked. Things are just going to get bigger, so I can see us losing this one. They're going to keep playing extra Legion Angels whenever it enters the battlefield. They can reveal a Legion Angel from outside the game, which means they're sideboard, and nuts. That will probably do it. Yeah, if we had Marauding, exiling something with Trapjaw Tyrant would be lovely. But yeah, because of the flashback, not needing that full playset of Storm the Festival. Great henge, 100%. Ooh, it is good. I have the full playset, but less than 4 definitely makes sense. Gonna smack him with Trapjaw here. That sounds pretty good. Useful Valkyrie isn't gonna block anything. Bishop of Wings, probably not. Again, oh, we're just dead. What am I thinking? We're down to 9. They would just let it through and kill us next turn. Ooh. Well, we'll hope it's a little bit closer to the first game. We got lucky, definitely. Maybe Angels becomes a little bit more popular. Always the chance to get caught out when you don't have Rampaging Ferocidon or now Cindermaw somewhere in the mix. Yes, definitely the surprise power, Regisaur and Ghalta, very valid. It's not the only thing you do. It's not completely focused on that, linearly focused on that. But if you get it, of course, it's going to be very difficult for the opponent. Oh, absolutely. A natural 2-for-1. If they have lots of target and removal, chances are you're left with a body. It might be Regisaur Alpha because they use the Fatal Push on the token because they have nothing else to use it on. This does look pretty decent. We'll be able to play Trapjaw, Topiary Stomper next turn. Ooh. Ooh, Gwenna though. Oh, we're going Gwenna. We're going to be doing some setup. This is big. Very big. If Gwenna survives, it's going to be nasty next turn. Oh, cross your fingers. Cross your claws. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, this is nasty. Okay. Otepec for 2 to reduce the other dinos. Gwenna taps for 2, untaps, boom, lovely. Taps for 2, Topiary, awesome. Get that land. Give Oh, I thought that was Secluded Courtyard. Never mind. Okay, we're still attacking with it. I goofed. Secluded Courtyard, you can use it for dinosaur abilities. Unclaimed Territory, slightly worse. You can't do that. Yes, I definitely like the thought of that. Certainly Gwenna. 2 white. We just played Trapjaw Tyrant technically for 1 colorless. Tell me, how good is that? I think that's absolutely stunning. I picked up 3 copies of Gwenna in paper just because of amazing scenarios like this. Regisaur, boom, lovely. Topiary, awesome. I like it. Now we just swing for the fences. Absolutely everything. Trapjaw Tyrant, they have to block with 2, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're not going to block with 1 because that just goes downhill. At the moment, I say it is. Victor, you're seeing the power of Gwenna. I knew there was something up there. There's basically no deck in Explorer. I can pretty much safely say that. No deck in Explorer that can make good use of that card, other than dinos. None that I can think of. Oh yes. I still think 3 copies of Ghalta is right. I love using 4 copies of her just to see it as much as possible. The Fierce Empath to search for Carnage Tyrant or Ghalta itself still feels pretty good. Maybe 2 Carnage Tyrant, 2 Ghalta, 1 Fierce Empath. Technically, you've got 3 copies of both those cards because Fierce Empath is going to grab whatever one makes the most sense. I kind of like that. Yeah. High risk, high reward, completely fair magic right here. If this isn't fair magic, I don't know what is. Oh, folks, my take on Gwenna is that she is stunning. She does the trick. We talked about the queen enough. She just happened. Wow. Look, the icing on the cake, Victor, everybody, we tap Gwenna for 2 green. We are playing Ghalta for free and powering up Gwenna. If that's not good, I don't know what is. Yeah, well, I'm glad I highlighted it for you right there. Ouchie. Pablo, it is awesome. A 12/12 trample haste for free is good. And you don't even have to sacrifice it. There are some things where you can put it from your hand onto the battlefield. It gains haste. You have to sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Yeah. Hopefully you pulled 1 copy. Pick up some copies of Gwenna in paper. Maybe it will never increase in price. I picked up 3 of them. Extended art editions, non-foil, for $2 each, I think, at the moment. I haven't done the pre-release myself. I was thinking of doing it, maybe buying the pre-release pack. Hard to say. But that was good. Oh my. Well. I do feel pretty good that I redeemed another rare wild card for 2 copies of Gwenna. I could see myself upping it to 3 because, man, it doesn't get more nasty than that. Charging Monstersaur? Who said about Charging Monstersaur? Where was that? It was just a little bit ago, I swear. Where did I just read that? Anyways, the Charging Monstersaur, 5 power, Gwenna, boom. We could play Charging for technically 2. 1. Charging Monstersaur for 1. Nice. Nice indeed. First place at your LGS. Good stuff. A Mishra. Ooh. Diabolic Intent is, it is good. Yeah. That does sound like a pretty scary pool. Have a box of set boosters. That's pretty decent. I like the sounds of that. We had to mulligan the first hand to 1 land. This one also, kind of rough. Send the queen to the bottom. Teferi, Yeah, certainly at least 1 intent. Mono red, our first mono red of the night. Okay, we're starting off with Ripjaw, so well, that feels pretty good, I would say. Hopefully we see Ripjaw. Our hopes have been answered. I think we'll still be fast enough, even though it wasn't super duper fast. I'm going to go with Topiary Stomper. Get to 4 lands. Hope that I draw the 5th one next turn. Be able to go Regisaur Alpha. Then we should be fairly safe from them, I think. Skewer the critics. Or light up the stage. Pretty interesting. We're seeing Rampaging Frostodon. It's been quite some time since we saw that. Of course, we got to get to 5 lands at some point. Yeah, this might not do it for us. Hopefully they try to take out Topiary Stomper with something, but basically dead at this point. That damage-based sweeper, Anger of the Gods, Brotherhood's End, would be lovely. Ripjaw Raptor, oh, if we had played him for 3 and still had 2 left over for Gaea's gift, lights out on their chances. I think Diabolic Intent is going to kind of creep up little by little. Certainly get in... they got a lot of things with haste. Kinjali Sunwing can be pretty nice to slow things down. I feel like Inscription of Abundance might be nicer than Gaea's gift. Of course it puts a counter on, but Inscription gaining a life could be absolutely devastating for some of their early aggression. We'll try that. I might have kept Gaea's gift in if it was something that was only a single green. A little bit easier to play and protect things. Of course, it's got to be Ripjaw. You know what? I'm going to cut Carnage Tyrant. It's very nice, but I like the potential of Kinjali's Sunwing. Slowing things. Cut 1 Huntmaster. All 4 Sunwings, let's go. Eldritch Evolution coming. Maybe in the next Explorer Anthology. It's gonna be scary, scary stuff. This hand does look promising though. Yeah, worth a try. Who doesn't love a good silver bullet? 1 or 2. Oh, look. We got it. Finally. Phew. Hopefully Marauding survives. I think they've got at least something that deals 2 damage. Dropping Marauding Raptor down to a 0-1, unfortunately. If they swing with Soulscar, they got shenanigans up their sleeve. Oh. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. You know what? I kind of want to go Topiary Stomper instead. Play it safe with the ramp. Possibly be able to go Kinjali's plus Ripjaw next turn. Maybe Topiary will draw out some damage-based removal. It's going to be 1-1 counters because of Soulscar Mage, but drawing it out for this. If they use it on Topiary, we're set. I'll attack with Marauding and hope for the best. I should have known. I should have known. They might have done Stomp anyways. Really good chance Marauding was just going to be dead. I guess they could go Bone Crusher Giant this turn. So Marauding would have been sitting potentially alive. And nuts. Where's that sweeper when you need it? Oh, I think so. Very good. Domri, Anarch of Bolas, Kiora, Behemoth, Beckoner. Lots of lovely hits. Yeah. I love Domri, Anarch of Bolas. Kiora I haven't used too much, but there are a lot of dinos with at least 4 power, so a very good chance to draw cards. I think if I had to choose, it would probably be maybe just Kiora and Domri. Because there's ramp attached to both of them, it would help cast Storm the Festival a little bit easier. Thunderherd it is. Hopefully Kinjali's helps us enough. Buys us enough time. At least we can attack with somebody here. I don't expect Rampaging would trade with it. Maybe it does. Vigilance is very nice against a deck like this, especially attached to a lovely little 4/4 body. Okay, I kind of like that. Chandra for 4. Yeah. You got the ramp, you potentially have card advantage, exiling something off the top of your library. Lots of good stuff. Well, they just keep entering taps. Yeah. Oh, we got Trapjaw. That's going to slow him down big time. I'm just not going to attack. Hopefully we can survive a little bit. Vivian Reed. Yeah. I think I'd rather 2 Chandras for 4, just because she ramps 2 red. That might be all you need. Maybe turn 3, you've ramped with Thunderherd Migration on turn 2. You're sitting on 4. You play Chandra for 4 and ramp, allowing you to get that Storm the Festival because you played her. Whew. It seems like we're stalling them a little bit. I hope. Invoke Calamity. I've always been intrigued by that. I love the art for Invoke Calamity. Hey, we were talking just about this. She's going to hit Trapjaw Tyrant. Unfortunately, they're going to put 8 1/1 counters on Trapjaw. I think there's 2 instances of Soulscar Mage's ability. Might just be 1 though. Hard to say. That's pretty surprising, actually. I still don't think they're attacking. Ripjaw would... Oh. That is interesting. Unfortunately, they were lucky. They got Inscription of Abundance. Doesn't really matter what we hoped we would do. If they hadn't got Inscription of Abundance, we might have got them. Yeah, luck is on their side. Trapjaw would have traded with Bone Crusher. Would have exiled a bunch of stuff. We don't actually exile something. We get to do the animation, but well, that's how it goes. Yes, Isaac. Rich. That match was rich for sure. I have enough time though. At least for one more match though. That's too bad. Well, it is a game of luck, heavily influenced by luck. Not completely, but there's always going to be randomness. You never know what you're going to get, which I think is a fantastic thing. Every single game, every single match basically guaranteed 99.99% chance to be different, which is pretty cool. Every night is going to be different here. Of course, you're always going to see dinos, but you know, we got gates. Man, that's not going to be fun. At least, I mean, we went first, so got to look on the positives again. Hopefully it's fast enough. Possibly Regisaur could be. Giving haste to everything alone is very lovely for that aggression. It does the trick often enough. Even the hasty 3/3 token. Oh, man. Playing against Gates is not so great. They have 3. They got a Sorcerer, so Gates Ablaze could be a possibility. Gatebreaker Ram. Darn. Nuts. Oh yeah, Gwenna. Gwenna is actually pretty intriguing. It would allow us to go, well, we would go Carnage Tyrant next turn anyways. We use up all our mana. I mean, Gatebreaker Ram is going to be problematic. Maybe they have that Gates Ablaze, which is going to decimate us. I'm just going to take it out, actually. Good stuff. They might have a replacement. You know what that calls for. I think it's all but certain they play another gate next turn, bringing the Gatebreaker Ram to 8/8. Carnage Tyrant wouldn't be able to trade. Oh, I almost knocked my headphones off. 2 Brontodon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the sounds of that. I've been thinking of bringing Thrashing Brontodon in a little bit more regularly. Yeah, we can't block, unfortunately. But we've got Ghalta, I hope. Ooh, double Gatebreaker. Double pain and suffering, but you're seeing, again, the power of Gwenna. Boom. Free. Boom. Free. Boom. Pretty darn good. That's going to help a little bit. At least Ghalta is going to survive a Gates Ablaze, which would take out Carnage Tyrant. That's not fun. Ooh, I like it. I think the worst case scenario of thrashing is still a very good case. Got to attack with one Ghalta, do the trick with Gaia's Gift, have it survive when they double block, I hope. But yeah, thrashing Brontodon's worst case, usually, I think, is 2 green for a 3/4. Possibly Marauding Raptor has pinged it so you get a little bit of extra damage temporarily. It's probably never a bad thing starting off with a couple copies of that. You can save yourself a little bit, taking out some very problematic artifact, enchantment, Fires of Invention. Lovely stuff. 20. We're not quite dead. I don't think. No. Carnage Tyrant plus Topiary Stomper? Yeah, Topiary Stomper. Save good old Carney T. Alright. Ooh, Trapjaw. That's a little bit unfortunate. Trapjaw Tyrant would help us against Gates. Exiling that ram. We'd ram through a win, I think, in that case. But I like casting a Trapjaw Tyrant for 3. We don't have any cost reduction. Technically, Gwenna is cost reduction there, but better, I think, in a lot of cases. I'll just swing with the Queen. They have to block with a couple things. Actually, I should have swung with everything. What was I thinking? I didn't see how low they were. That's okay. Oh, got him. Phew, phew. Oh, man, that was pretty satisfying. Gwenna shows up once again. I figured I was onto something. Reading that requirement, cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater. The creature has to start off with 5 power. It can't enter and gain counters. It can't have a static effect. Domri Anarcha Bolus, giving creatures you control +1/+0, bringing Topiary Stomper to 5 power. I'm all but certain it doesn't work with Gwenna's last ability there. So a creature having to start off with 5 power is a pretty high requirement to meet for most decks. But again, Trapjaw, 5. Carnage Tyrant, above 5. Ghalta, 2. If she costs 2, she costs 3 with that. I'm going to rename tomorrow night's variation Gwenna, Eyes of Dino. Something like that. I don't know, because it's, wow, mind-blowing. I think Gwenna has to stay in. Maybe not every list. Sometimes they use Topiary Stompers a lot, Regisaur Alpha. There are a lot of dinos that are that 4 power, unfortunately. Wayward Swordtooth, though, that's 5 power. Playing that likely for free. Even all we have to have is a Marauding or a Huntmaster. Boom. If Wayward Swordtooth costs a single green, though, think about it. We actually gain mana. We tap for 2 green, let's say. Wayward Swordtooth for 1. Gwenna untaps. We can tap her again for a 2. We're sitting at 3. Boom. That could be a fantastic chaining of ultimate destruction. I'm excited. Hopefully a Huntmaster survives. At the very least, we got plenty of lands. Should be a good chance we see something other than lands. And we didn't see that turn 2 Arboreal Grazer, which is pretty positive. The Summit. Thunderherd, Topiary. Does it make a big difference? I don't think so. If we were going to get to 7 lands next turn, I definitely would have played 1 Topiary Stomper, but 2, no, we're not getting to, well, we will get to 7. I guess we could have attacked with 1 of them. That's alright. Possibly could have held Jetmir's back for later on. Likely we may not have ever needed it, so we could have cycled it and searched for something better. Gwenna in fight rigging. Oh, that would be disgusting. Marauding Regisaur, of course, our fantastic zombie dino. At least we will be able to... oh, no, don't attack. That was close. We can double block with Topiary Stompers, hopefully stopping this Gatebreaker Ram. Again, maybe they have a replacement, but it is nice to take this thing out before it gets any bigger. The great Tear Asunder. Maybe one of the best removals printed. One of the best cards from Dominaria United. For 2 and a black and a green, you exile target non-land permanent. It doesn't get a whole lot more versatile than that. At least we learned to have it in. Certainly have enough lands. Yeah, I should have held off on that Jetmir's. Probably going to do it if we don't draw anything else soon. Ouch. Oh, the Gate Colossus. It is an artifact. Thrashing... oh, we would need a lot of Thrashing Brontodons to stop this. Gatebreaker Ram probably going to 8 power next turn. Yeah, that's lights out on our chances. I mean, it wasn't too nice, but... I'm going to take out Gaea's Gift. Bring an Inscription of Abundance. Again, hope that we see 1 copy of Trapjaw. Rip Marauding to ping it. Inscription to meet the fight requirement. And yeah. It's too bad we haven't seen Trapjaw Tyrant exile a whole lot tonight. But of course, I'm going to keep him in. We're going to play with him tomorrow night. That is better. At least we have it. Now we're going to the land department. Watch me not draw a 5th land for 6, 7 turns. I would think so, yeah. Some of the emotes just really rub you the wrong way. Not me so much, but they can be a... oh, I almost kicked my headphones off again. They can be a thorn in your side for sure. Just the look of them, the smug face bouncing around. There's a lot of them that not so nice. At least we are at 5. We got that 5th land. Regisaur next turn. Gates Ablaze if the Tear Asunder, if that's what you want to use it on, be my guest. I'm happy. Yeah, definitely got to be Topiary. give us a Topiary. Or Regisaur. Topiary could have got us to 6, maybe getting that 7th land next turn. Cross your fingers, no Gates Ablaze though. Yeah. I'm alright. It's kind of fun if we have surprising lethal in our hand. They think they got us on the ropes and then we slam down, you know, Ghalta, whatever it is. Quite satisfying. Yeah, it's got to be Topiary. Get us to 6. Carnage Tyrant next turn, perhaps. Hopefully Gatebreaker Ram doesn't go to 8 with another gate, but usually that is the fate. The hand we kept made our aggression a little bit too late. Gates Ablaze, we did 8. Nuts. Yeah, that does it. Ooh, Ghalta, a little bit too late, unfortunately. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. It can get the job done. They land some big stuff, and sometimes you just can't bust through it, unfortunately. Sometimes you don't have stuff to turn on that Trapjaw, which deals with any creature, no matter how big. Yeah, that's okay. I don't really like gates because it has to be exactly a specific list. If you're not using Gatebreaker Ram and Gate Colossus, it makes 0 sense whatsoever. There's basically no variation at all, which I think is kind of sad, but there's something for everyone. If you like gates, well, it does the trick sometimes, that's for sure. But that was fantastic overall. We saw Gwenna go off quite nicely. Probably going to tweak things a little bit for tomorrow night. Switch up Ripjaw and Shifting Ceratops. Maybe cut Ripjaw Raptor entirely. I think I'll leave it for tonight though. Maybe play a little bit longer because it is Friday night tomorrow, the weekend. We're almost there. Hopefully you guys have a good night, good morning, good evening, afternoon. Hopefully you don't have to deal with as much snow. Oh my, it's snowing a lot. I'm going to have a bit of shoveling to do tomorrow morning. Yikes. All right. Yeah. Have a good night, good morning, evening, afternoon, and don't shovel too hard. Remember, there's always room for improvement, always room for tweaking, always room to have a good time chatting with you guys. Peace. Good night. Yes, I will stay warm.